Hey everyone, Jamie here, and in this video I wanted to try something a little different, and I wanted to try making a video version of a blog post that I've been writing on TechnicalCafe.com for the past several years. So that blog post is a favorite apps blog post, and I'd put it out toward the end of the year, basically detailing some of my favorite apps or some of the apps that I've found to be most helpful over the course of the past year. So I figured we'll give this a try in video format, so feel free to let me know what you think about this type of video in the comments section below, and without further ado, let's get started. So the phone that I've been using has been the iPhone 8, and I've been using a 256GB version of the phone, and the reason I opted for the higher storage space is because I just didn't want to have to worry about running out of space. So we've all been there when we're taking a photo or something like that, and then we get the message that says, cannot store the photo because you're out of storage space. So by having 256 gigs of storage, we don't really have to worry about that as much. As for the phone case that I've been using the Apple leather case, and I really like it because it feels good in the hand, it has a decent amount of protection, and it's just a nice looking case overall. So the first app in the list here is Tweetbot by a company called Tapbots, and I've been using Tweetbot for several years now, and I really like the way it enables you to view and reply to and interact with tweets in a nice and clean way. So for example, you can use gesture-based navigation to swipe between tweets, to reply to tweets, to view information about tweets, and then there are also some nice menus where you can view user profiles, you can view at replies and things like that. And overall, I think Tweetbot is just a great way to view tweets and content contained within them. So the next app in the list here is Instagram, and everybody knows about Instagram, but the reason I use it a lot is because a lot of my friends and family are on Instagram, and it's really cool to be able to see what they're up to, see their photos and videos. And then what's also cool too is Instagram's search and discovery features, where you can see photos and videos of things that you're interested in. So all you need to do is just type in some keyword or some hashtag or place, and you can see photos and videos related to it, which I think is pretty nice as well. So up next on the list here is YouTube, and like Instagram, it doesn't really need any introduction or explanation, but YouTube is an app that I use all the time, whether it be on my phone or on my computer, or even on the TV via things like Chromecast or the Apple TV. I follow a decent number of people on YouTube, and I watch videos on there all the time, and because I don't have cable, YouTube is pretty much my primary content platform, along with things like Instagram and maybe Netflix and things like that. But I watch a lot of YouTube content. I really enjoy some of the content that's out there, and it just keeps getting better and better as time goes on. So up next in the list is Calendars 5, which is a great calendar app that I've been using for the last few years. And what I really like about it is that it has a month view so that I can see all of my appointments in one convenient spot. It also has other views like daily view and weekly view, and what's also nice about Calendars 5 is that it enables you to enter in your events or your appointments using natural language. So for example, I can enter in something like dinner tomorrow at 2 p.m. and it'll put it onto the calendar in the appropriate time slot. So next up on the list here is Evernote, and I really like Evernote for taking notes. I like how it's cross-platform so that I can take a note on my phone and then view it on my computer or vice versa. And I really like how you can search through your notes and you can organize them into different notebooks just to keep things a little bit more organized. There are some paid plans with Evernote. I personally don't pay for them. I just use the free version, and I find that it gets the job done for notes pretty well. So the next app in the list here is the Stock Reminders app that's available in iOS, and I really like the Stock Reminders app because it's easy to use, has a decent amount of features, and just makes it easy to set reminders. So I use it all the time, whether it be for setting a reminder to do something around the house or for something for work. It just makes it easy to quickly go in and set a reminder for a specific time, or even if you want to set something for a specific place, the Reminders app lets you do that. You can also share lists, and it also makes it easy to use with Siri because it's built into the operating system. So you can just say, hey Siri, set a reminder for tomorrow at 12 p.m., pick up the milk, and it'll let you do that pretty easily. So up next is one of my favorite weather apps, and that is Dark Sky. And the reason I like Dark Sky is because it provides you with a great deal of information about the upcoming weather forecast, and it also shows the forecast in a timeline, so you can get a quick at-a-glance view of what the weather's going to be like in the near future. What else is cool about Dark Sky is that it also shows you a nice map, so you can actually scroll around the globe and see what the weather's going to be like at any given place at any given point in time. Also, you can choose to set weather notifications if you'd like. I personally don't, but the option's there if you want to get notified of severe weather or things like that. AnyList is the next app in the list, and the reason I like AnyList is that my wife and I use it to create grocery shopping lists. Even though it can be used for more than that, it makes a nice list, it keeps everything combined in categories, and it does it automatically when you type in the item, which is really nice to be able to keep things together. AnyList also has a feature where you can use a calendar to plan out your meals, and you can also enter recipes into the app to keep track of them as well. So ForeFlight is the next app in the list, and it's a great app for people who might be pilots, or for people like me who might be learning how to fly. Basically, it provides a lot of information about airports, it gives you maps, it gives you charts, weather information, and there's a whole lot else that you can do with it, like logging your flights, and a bunch of other features that I haven't even touched or used yet probably. So ForeFlight is a great app if you're learning how to fly airplanes. It is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's definitely worth it if you want to buy a subscription to the app. Next up in the list is Old School RuneScape Mobile, which was released by Jagex at the end of October, and it basically gives people a way to play old school RuneScape on the go. It has a nice user interface that enables you to do basically everything that you can do in the main desktop version of the game, but on a mobile device instead. I've been playing it on my iPhone and on my iPad, and it definitely makes it easy to play RuneScape when I'm not at my computer, or when I'm just on the go and just want to pick up the game for a little while. So I definitely recommend it if you've played RuneScape in the past, or even if you're playing RuneScape now, I definitely recommend you check it out so that you can play it when you're away from home. So last but definitely not least is the Cardiogram app, which is great for keeping track of your heart rate on your iPhone. So I've been using my Apple Watch to keep track of my heart rate for the past couple years or so, and I really like how Cardiogram basically displays your heart rate in a nice, easy to see graph, and it also provides other information like your step count and things like that. And what's cool about Cardiogram is that the information collected can be used for research purposes as well. And there you have it. That's a list of some of the favorite apps that I've been using over the course of the past year or so. Obviously, not every app that I've been using regularly made the list, but this is a good number of apps that I've been using and that I really like. So feel free to let me know what you think about this video in the comments section below. It's the first time I've edited a video like this, so I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. Let me know if you want to see more of stuff like this, or if you want me to stick to programming, or whatever you guys want to see, I'd be happy to hear. Also, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for watching the videos on the Technical Cafe YouTube channel. It's quite amazing to see that actually a couple weeks ago we hit 1 million views, and that's all because of you guys. So I'm really grateful for what you guys do and for all the comments that you put in and all the time that you spend watching. So feel free to let me know if there's anything you want to see in future videos, and I hope that everybody has a happy and healthy new year. Thank you for watching.